Now, let's suppose that we don't have an Atlassian account in the cloud and would like to create one. So let's create an Atlassian account. It's for free. So this is the website of Atlassian, and here you find their products. My recommendation is to start with the Jira software package. Just click on Jira software and then go to get it free. Notice here that you can set up to 10 users and 3 agents in Service Desk if you take this option here. So a recommendation for testing Jira is to choose the Jira software plus help desk option. So with that, you get the Jira core, the Jira software, and as well as the Jira service management. Once your site is created, you can then log in, and at the beginning, of course, you have no project, you have nothing, and you need to set up the system from the beginning. So let's go through the keywords that we already presented. Here we find all our projects, and here we find our filters, and here we find our dashboards. So boards, you can find them within the project itself. So let's start by creating a dummy project. And as said, this key is very important because all your tickets within that project will always have the same prefix. So DP1, DP2, and so on based on how many tickets you create. In this case, I can choose a template. I would like to have a simple process control project. And voila, the project has been created and my board has already been set up. So here I find my issues. So we said that our project can have one or many tickets or issues. And here I can see them all. In this case, I have nothing. So I will create a ticket by clicking on create, saying review the contract of client ABC1. Due date, I have to do that task until next week. Review part 1 and part 4. I will assign that to me. I will say, wow, that's critical high. I can give that a label saying contract. I'll create a new label. The next time that a colleague creates something related to contracts and he would like to choose the label contract, he will not have to create a new label. He can just choose it. So original estimate for that, I need 2 days. I can refresh here and voila, that's my ticket. To this ticket, I can, of course, attach documents. I can comment on this ticket, saying I phoned with the client and waiting an answer. I can ask my colleague, in this case, Yasin, can you please give me feedback? And when I click save, Yasin will receive an email and he can answer to me by logging into Jira and just commenting that ticket. So you notice here that we have the task and then we comment all together on that ticket and work together to reach that goal, to solve the problem or to achieve the task. All right, if I notice that I now have another subtask, something as a reminder that I shouldn't forget, but I should do, then I can track that in the system saying, send the final version to XY for final review, and so on and so on. So you really have sort of a nice overview of your work. And we are now at the level of the issues. So let's create some other dummy tasks and then show you how to create filters. So now I have in DP1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 2 of them are subtasks. I can change some status by saying that this task is now in progress. This task is now done. And I would say that this task is in progress and it's under review. And this task is under review, and then we go to approved. So now we have different status of different tickets. What I would like to do is quickly find all the tasks that are in progress. So by checking that box, I just filter my tickets and see only those tickets which are in progress. I can as well add approved, and then I get additionally to the in progress tickets those that are approved. And now we are already working with filters, so we are filtering, but what I'm now filtering is not saved in the system. So to do that, I can go to advanced, so now I have the same filter with the criteria that I already created, and I can save that. Submit. Now I create a filter, and the filter has here a URL. So every time I click that URL, I get those tickets, which means I can send my colleague as well that URL, and he will be able to see these two tickets. So these two specific tickets. But before doing that, you have to change the access right of the filter, because as we said, the filter has access rights, and we can do that under edit permission. In this case, I can make it available for all the project, for all the roles. All people who have access to dummy project can access my filter, and that's probably the best thing. And now this URL or this filter is public to everyone who can access the dummy project. Now let's go back to the project and check the boards. So boards, as said, are basically columns, and you can decide to drag and drop certain tickets to certain columns. For example, this ticket, review the contract with the client. ABC one is open. It has one task which is done. I can click on that. I will get the information of that ticket. I go back to my ticket, everything is canceled, and I'll say this task is well canceled. I won't review that ticket, so I just drag it and drop it to cancel. But I cannot do that because there is a workflow engine behind those tickets with specific transitions. So you can think of that as a transition diagram. So you have a ticket, you can put it in progress, and now you can take it to canceled or under review. In this case, I'll say it's canceled. And I have to choose a solution why it has been canceled, because, for example, it's a duplicate, or because I won't do that, and stop that ticket. So a board is actually another way to visualize your tickets and to work on them. So instead of opening each ticket and going to status and change it, you just can do this in a board. We have as well dashboards. So we can see all the dashboards in the system. In this case, we have a default system dashboard, and we can create a new one for our dummy project. Don't forget to make it public. Now we have a dashboard, and as I said, a dashboard can contain one or many gadgets, and a gadget can contain one or many filters depending on what you are using. You can edit the layout. In this case, I would like to choose, for example, 3 gadgets next to each other. And by clicking Add New Gadgets, the system will show me what is available in the system by default. And of course, sometimes those standard gadgets are not enough, and you might want to think of installing extra from the marketplace. So in this case, I would like to, for example, see a pie chart of my ticket statuses. I can, of course, here I can select my filter, which I created for approved and in progress tickets, or I can select a project. And then I would like to do statistics based on the status and save. And now I have statistics about my project saying 60% is cancelled, 20% is approved, and 20% is under review. Two-dimensional filter statistics where I would like to use here in this gadget, we cannot select a project, we need to select a filter. So it's probably, I would select my filter, which I created. And it's very important that your filter is as well public. Otherwise, people who have access to this dashboard, they won't be able to see this gadget. Creator and then the status and save. And now I can see that Yasin Nasser created one ticket, which is now approved. But as said, now I'm seeing only the approved and in progress tickets. So these are the dashboards. So you can create sort of statistics, generate diagrams. You can get, it works really better if you have a lot of data. So you can support your managers, your project leaders, and your team leaders, as well as your team members, to have an overview about the data. So they don't see the data only as tickets and random fields. They will see it as a visualization, which really helps to take decisions. Okay, let's go back to the project. So we went through most of the things. I didn't show you the Scrum board, but we definitely can go through that in the next videos. So we talked about Jira project. I can find it here under view all my projects. In this case, I had a classic business. I can go through that project and go to issues to see the issues available in that project. I can as well create filter by going through advanced search. I can use the standard search or the GQL search, and I can save that search and use it for a board or for dashboards generation. And under dashboards, I showed you as well how to see the data graphically, which helps you to take decisions. So thank you a lot for listening, and I hope I will go deeper in the technical part, especially for administrator, and what are the best tips and tricks, of course. Thank you, and see you.